Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be torch firing enamel on clay beads. We're having a look here at a few of the types of things that we can work on. This really pretty blue one is the one we're going to be focused on today. So here at my station, I'm going to have some 2520 aqua blue and then some 620 enamel. And this is 1840 sunset orange. And I'm just going to put this on my station here, just to the right of it. This is a non-flammable station. So we can actually rest things on here and apply them to the hot bead later. So, getting our torch going here. Now the key with the clay beads is to heat the bead slowly in our flame. If we have a warming tray in the studio, we can use that and already have the bead warmed and ready. Otherwise, we're going to enter the bead into the top part of our flame where it can gradually heat up, and then this is preventing any thermal shock from occurring. So we're going to be rotating the bead in the flame, and as we are heating the bead, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the edges just to start glowing orange. So we want to continuously rotate the bead, and this is going to ensure that it gets evenly coated. So now that I see these edges are getting orange, I'm going to bring it kind of into the sweet spot of the flame, right above the blue cone. Then we can get our enamel ready. So we're getting it really, really hot before we get it into our enamel there. And we're getting really aggressive. You can see we just get it from sugar to gloss and get it right back in. So that was already 2 coats. Ideally, we want to, get 3 coats of enamel onto our bead, but we want it to pass the eye test. We want to make sure that with 3 coats it is enough, in fact. But also, if you've done 2 and you feel that you like the way that looks, that you can feel free to go with that amount as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting the bead really hot and I'm pressing down onto the 620 enamel. So it's actually adhering right to the bead, and we're just going to heat it right back up in the flame and kind of get these what look like kind of small little pebbles of glass. Just get them flush right to the bead. And what I went and did is push down on the station there. Actually push the 620 enamel onto the bead and make it flush. And then using the flame, we're just kind of manipulating that even more. So once we feel comfortable with that, I can go ahead and go take it off on our bead pulling station. Now you want to be careful here. Sometimes some threads can stick, and right here I'm just kind of severing the threads with the flame. And then go ahead and clean your mandrel. And once you have the mandrel nice and hot, you're going to go and dunk it right into the water, and then this cleans off your mandrel and allows you to continue firing without having to switch mandrels and without having any excess glass. So here we feel that and nice and clean. So we're going on to our next bead. This is a smaller bead, and it's the same idea here. We're going to grab a couple different colors. This is orange red ruby 2830. And then I have Savor Purple. No, I'm sorry, Herald Purple. 2720 Herald. So we want to kind of have our one guy ready. I'm going to be sifting some enamel onto this bead. So I just kind of get my sifter ready, fill a little bit in there. Now we can start right at the top of the flame again. You can see we're rotating pretty quickly. We want the bead to be really evenly heated. It's really key that it's evenly heated. And then we're starting to kind of very slowly bring it from the top of the flame into the sweet spot there. We get it right into the top of the cone and we're ready to coat. Like we said before, once this happens, once we get our first coat, we're insulating the bead with the glass, and it kind of allows it to happen quicker as long as we're getting the bead right back into the flame. So we've got the bead right back in there, get it coated really evenly. Now I'm going to grab my other enamel with our sifted stuff. We're just tapping the enamel onto the bead here. Just going to tap onto the one side, go in and heat it, tap some more on here. We're going to go in and heat it again. And this is all to your preference. You know, how deep or, rich you want your color to be. We're just making sure we get these little threads off of here. Just knock our guy off. So even if these guys get to be a little finicky, they will come off. Yep, there we go. You can see it will come off with the heat. And then we're going to get the guy heated and cleaned again. So here's some of our finished product. These are all different designs. And you can really be pretty creative. And they're all Thompson enamels. Just different, we'll have a list of some of these enamels. There's our really pretty guy that we worked on.